I was thinking Doris and Jim might come, but they're probably waiting for Marty and Jackie, and I don't understand why Marty and Jackie are waiting. They're driving. I shouldn't say that, should I? Yeah, exactly. These are friends that live here, and they moved to Israel. Nice. They were really only here for about 2 years, but 4 years. But they made an impact with, so anyway, Jackie always late, and when we go places like we've been driving, they start, when we were driving home, like when we drove home the other day, we were late, we were on the road by 10:30, and we reached the break, and we were not happy because we were worried that we it's just like that. And we ate lunch with our husband, but we were worried about this, these kind of stuff. The water, the turn off for the water was under where the snow, doesn't have to be for the snow, and that water turned back this fast. Well, I guess I'll start. So come up close, and should I wear the mic? Dan, should I wear the mic, and then I can?
Oh, what a pretty kid.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I don't even know what week this is. So I've been out of touch for quite a time. No, I don't have. Here we go. Okay. So Lisa Ann, do you know about the, yeah, you do. Okay. Normally I start the service and halfway through I think about it and think, oh, I should have told him about that. Okay. We're going to start on page 252, Yadid Nefesh. Oh, I'm starting to wear readers. Okay, 252. Yadid nefesh of harachaman mishov avdah el ratzonach yarutz avdah kamo aya yishtachaveh el muhadarach Yerav lo yedidu tach mino fetzu vechol tam lai 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 lai. Top of 254. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Lechune ranena, lechune ranena, lechune ranena, ladonai. Naria, naria, letzur yeshenu, nikad mapana batoda.
Naria, Naria, Lutzur Yeshenu, Bizmi Rod Naria Lo. Arbaim Shana Kut Bedor, V'omar Am Toev Lavavhem, V'chem Lo Yadut Bracha, Asher Nishbati, Va'aphiim Yavo'un, El Menuchati. Middle of page 254. Shiru Ladonai. Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basaru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato, Shiru Ladonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru Ladonai, Kol Haaretz, Shiru Ladonai, Baruch Hu Shemo, Basaru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato, Basaru Miyom Liyom Yeshuato. We'll read responsively Psalm 96 in the middle of 255. Sing a new song to the Lord, renew yourselves, all people on earth. Sing to the Lord, praise him for his daily help, proclaim his glory and wonders to all the world. Revere the Lord beyond all that is worshipped. All of the gods are nothing, but the Lord created the heavens. Majesty and might accompany him, splendor and strength adorn his sanctuary. Acknowledge the Lord, all families of nations. Acknowledge his majestic power. Acknowledge his glory and bring him tribute. Worship the Lord in sacred splendor. Let the earth tremble in his presence. Declare to the world, the Lord is king. He has steadied the world, it stands firm. He judges the nations impartially. Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea and all it contains roar in praise. Let field and forest sing for joy. The Lord comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, the nations with his faithfulness. And at the top box on 254, bless you, Gabby. Top box 256, excuse me. I'm wrong, 256. Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismachu hashamayim, v'togel haaretz, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umalo, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umalo. Let's continue on Psalm 97 responsively. When the Lord is king, the world rejoices. His throne is founded on justice. Though he be clouded from view, his justice reveals him. His lightning illumines the globe. Fire consumes his foes. Mountains melt like wax in his presence. The earth trembles. The heavens proclaim his righteousness. All people behold his majesty. Shame covers those who worship images, who pride themselves on nothingness. Zion rejoices. The cities of Judah are glad when they hear of your judgments, Lord. You are supreme over all the earth, highly exalted beyond all that is worshipped. Those who love the Lord hate evil. He protects the faithful, saves them from the wicked. Light is stored for the righteous, joy for the honorable. Let the righteous rejoice in the Lord, praising his holy name. And at the box on the bottom of 256, that's a phrase that we just read, light. Or zarua la tzadik ulishrei lev simcha. Or zarua la tzadik ulishrei lev simcha. Or zarua la tzadik ulishrei lev simcha. La 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 simcha. Or zarua la tzadik ulishrei lev simcha. La 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 simcha. We'll continue on page 262, Lachad Odi. We'll do the first two verses, of course, and then we'll stand up and welcome the Shabbat bride and go to the last verse. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad. Hishmianu el hamyuchad. Adonai echad u'shmo echad. L'shemo tiferet v'li tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lachu v'nelcha. Ki hi mekor habracha merosh mekedem nesucha sof maaseh b'mashava tehila. Lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. Please rise. 264. Bo'i v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha uv'tachala toch emunei am segula. Bo'i chala lecha dodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nikabela. You may be seated. We'll read Song for Shabbat, Psalm 92, responsively, page 267. A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim the Lord, to sing your praise, exalted God, to proclaim your love each morning, to tell of your faithfulness each night, to the music of the lute and the melody of the harp. Your works, O Lord, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. How vast your works, O Lord, your designs are beyond our grasp. The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this. The wicked may flourish, they may spring up like grass, but their doom is forever sealed, for you are supreme forever. Your enemies, Lord, your enemies shall perish, all the wicked shall disintegrate. But you have greatly exalted me, I am anointed as with fragrant oil. I have seen the downfall of my foes, I have heard the doom of my attackers. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, they shall thrive like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of the Lord, they shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall bear fruit even in old age, they shall be ever fresh and fragrant. They shall proclaim the Lord is just, he is my rock in whom there is no flaw. 4 lines from the bottom on 266, Sadi Katamar. Sadika Tamar Yifrach Keres Balvanun Yeske Shetulim Baveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu O Genuvun Baseva Deshenim Varananim Yeyu Lahagid Ki Yasha Adonai Tsuri Velo Avlatabo. We'll continue our services on 280 and 281. The brachas before Shema praise God for giving us for the gift of creation and for giving us Torah, sign of God's love. Then we do the Shema, which is the watchword of our faith, and then we will do 2 blessings after, thanking God for being our Redeemer. And then, of course, we're coming up to Passover, and so this is going to be a major theme in the next while. And then thanking God for peace and protection. So starting on page 281, talking about creation. Please join me, top of 281. Praised are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, whose word brings the evening dusk. You open the gates of dawn with wisdom, change the day's divisions with understanding, set the succession of seasons, and arrange the stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Tsevaot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your rules shall embrace us forever. Praised are you, Lord, for each evening's dusk. El Chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu, le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim, dusk evening. 283. With constancy you have loved your people Israel, teaching us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Therefore, Lord our God, when we lie down to sleep and when we rise up, we shall think of your laws and speak of them, rejoicing in your Torah and mitzvot always, for they are our life and length of days. We will meditate on them day and night. Never take away your love from us. Praised are you, Lord, who loves his people Israel. V'achatcha al tasir mimenu leolamim, Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. El Melech Ne'eman, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher nochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshakvecha uvkumecha ugshartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha uchtavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvishorecha. Join me. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day you shall take to heart. You shall diligently teach them to your children. You shall recite them at home and away, morning and night. You shall bind them as a sign upon your hand. They shall be a reminder above your eyes, and you shall inscribe them upon the doorposts of your homes and upon your gates. Please continue silently the next 2 pages. Please join me on page 289. We affirm the truth that he is our God, that there is no other, that we are his people Israel. He redeems us from the power of kings, delivers us from the hand of all tyrants. He brings judgment upon our oppressors, retribution upon all our mortal enemies. He performs wonders beyond understanding, marvels beyond all reckoning. He has maintained us among the living. He has not allowed our steps to falter. He guided us to triumph over mighty foes, exalted our strength over all our enemies. He vindicated us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. In wrath he smote all of Egypt's firstborn, bringing his children to lasting freedom. He led his children through divided waters as our pursuers sank in the sea. When his children beheld his might, they sang in praise of him, gladly accepting his sovereignty. Moses and the people Israel sang with great joy this song to the Lord. Page 290. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, no ra tehilot osei felech, malchutecha ra'uvanecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, ze'eli anu v'yamru, Adonai yimloch la'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar kifada Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miyad hazak mimenu, baruch atah Adonai, gal Yisrael. And 293, asking God for protection. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Lord, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ushmor seitenu uvoenu lachayim ul shalom me'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch atah Adonai haparei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. And then second line from the bottom, the third word in from the right, Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha. Page 294, Vashamru. Actually, I think that's close to what we're, I think that was in last week's Parsha. Did you read this last week? The Vashamru? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Because that might have been where it was. Excuse me, I'm looking back through here. Right. Nope, not last week. The week before. If you had services, I don't know. Or 2 weeks before. So. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat lasot et ha-Shabbat l'dorotam barit olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et ha-shamayim ve'et ha'aretz uvayom hashvi shovad vayinavash uvayom hashvi shovad vayinavash. We come to the Amida. It's usually done silently from page 296 to 303, and it's our time to talk to God and make our own prayers to God. Please rise. Please join me in on 303, Oseh Shalom. I don't know if it's in the book, in your book. Oseh Shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimaru, amen. Oseh Shalom b'imromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimaru, amen. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, v'al kol Yisrael. V'yimaru, amen. Okay. So this week's parsha is Pikudei, completion of the Mishkan, which is the ark, so to speak, or the tabernacle. All the donations for the Mishkan are counted and then used as required. The garments for the Kohanim are sewn. The Bnei Yisrael, the people of Israel, complete the Mishkan and bring it to Moses for inspection. Moses is pleased with the results and blesses the workers. Moses erects the Mishkan on the first day of the first month in the second year after the exodus from Egypt. He puts all the vessels in their proper places. In the middle of the Kodesh HaKodeshim is the Aron. On top of the Aron are the Keruvim. So the Kodesh HaKodeshim is the Aron HaKodesh, the Ark of the Holy Book, and on top are the Keruvim, which would have been the angels. The menorah is in the southern part of the Mishkan, which is the menorah, the lights. The Shulchan is in the northern part, that's the table, opposite the menorah. The Mizbeach HaKatoret is in the middle. Mizbeach, I don't know what that is. In the courtyard, the Mizbeach is placed on the eastern side, 10 cubits from the entrance. And it's very interesting. The Torah is very precise about 10 cubits of this and 3 cubits of that, and it's a very precise. It's an architectural picture. So. The kiyor is placed between the entrance to the Mishkan and the Mizbeach toward the southern part of the courtyard. If we really want to study it, I think we could get that book out, if we want to look at that downstairs. A cloud descends over the Mishkan, filling the Ohel Moed with God's glory. With the cloud there, Moshe is unable to enter. When the cloud lifts, it is a sign that Bnei Yisrael have to travel. God's cloud remains on the Mishkan by day, and fire is on it at night, so that the Mishkan is always visible to Bnei Yisrael as they travel. So this parsha also completes the reading of the book of Shemot, of Exodus. When we finish reading one of the 5 books, when we finish reading any one of the 5 books, we say Hazak, Hazak, v'nitz hazek. Be strong, and we will grow stronger. The word Hazak is really a combination of the 3 words Harisha, plowing, Zariah, planting, Kazira, harvesting. Didn't know that. Before planting a field, you must plow the ground to make the earth soft and ready. Then you plant a seed and nurture it until it has grown. Unless you go into the field daily and tend to the seeds, they will not reach maturity. Ultimately, if you have done your job, you will harvest your field. So too, a person who studies Torah must first lay the groundwork. He must prepare his mind and open it to the possibilities that the Torah has to offer. He must nurture what he has learned by reviewing it time and time again. Only then will he reap the fruits of his labor. This is why we say, be strong, and we will grow stronger at the end of each book of the Torah. A Jew must gather his strength whenever he finishes learning a part of the Torah. Then he must begin again, reviewing what he has learned. In this way, he solidifies his knowledge, he adds to the knowledge of the community, and we all become stronger. So this is just a little story. It's supposed to be told with a smile. Isidore went up to his local rabbi and said, Rabbi, can you please make me a Kohen? That's the high priest. No, I can't make you a Kohen, replied the rabbi. It's just not in my powers. Please, implored Isidore. It's very important for me to be a Kohen. I'll even give a donation of $500 to the synagogue. But the rabbi insisted that his hands were tied. Isidore wouldn't take no for an answer. Listen, he told the rabbi, I'll give you a check and you can fill in any amount you want. Just please make me a Kohen. The rabbi's curiosity was greatly aroused. Isidore, the rabbi explained, you have to understand, it's not a matter of money. But tell me, why do you want to become a Kohen so badly? Well, you see, replied Isidore, my father was a Kohen, and his father before him was a Kohen, so I too want to be a Kohen. So the joke is that he is a Kohen. He doesn't have to buy it. It's the interesting thing is Judaism passed through the mother, but the titles, if you're a Kohen, You have to be passed, it can pass to a girl, but the girl doesn't pass it on to her. And so if you're a Kohen, that's your line from your father. If you're a Levi, that's your line from your father. If you're not, then you're an Israelite, like the majority of us. So I too want to be a Kohen. The rabbi would have known that. So anyway, I just have a little anecdote. We were talking about genealogy and meeting Jews and seeing Jews that So we were in Arizona, and one night, when we drove in Sedona, there's a big sign that says Jewish Community of Sedona. So I either called them or we looked them up online, and there were services. So I thought, well, this Friday night, Gary and we haven't got our cousins with us. We don't have anybody with us. So I thought I would go to services. Now, I have to tell you, we'd gone several times past this, but the roads are not lit up there. Boy, it was dark, really dark. And I'm driving in this unfamiliar place thinking, gosh, what happens if something happens? But anyway, I made it safe and sound, no problem. So I get to the synagogue, and I walk in, and the first thing that hits me is I look to the entrance to the sanctuary, and it says Rabbi Albert and Sylvia Plotkin Sanctuary, Memorial Sanctuary. And it just blew me away, because that is the rabbi, he is the rabbi who was in Spokane when I was a child, from 1950 to 1955. And so I did not know him well, but my parents spoke of him, and it just was like, oh my God, I was meant to come to this sanctuary. I was meant to come to this synagogue. And then Gary and I had been trying to find some books and things, and it turned out it was a volunteer service provider special Shabbat. So there were all kinds of people there. The whole row in front of me were volunteer firefighters, and the lady next to me was a volunteer at the library. And I was telling her we'd been trying to find some books to buy, and there's one bitty little bookstore in Sedona, and she says, oh, there's a really good book sale at the library. And she told me, again, it was meant to be there. So anyway, so I was just so blown away by being in this sanctuary and everything. And so during the service, at the break or at the talk, they introduced every single volunteer person that was there. And so this is our library lady, and she stood up. And this is right next to her was a minister and her husband. And it was very nice. And then afterwards, since Sedona's got so many visitors, they asked all of us to stand up. So me being a shy, retiring person that I am, I stood up and I said, it's very beshert, meant to be, that I'm here, because this is, Rabbi Plotkin was the rabbi when I was born in Spokane. And they went to Phoenix after that, and then they came to Sedona. And people were just shocked. So not only was I meant to be there that night, it was my father's yahrzeit, the anniversary of his death. It was Rabbi Plotkin's yahrzeit, so I could say Kaddish for both of them. And then when we went for the oneg afterwards, 3 people came up to me. One of them knew Rabbi Plotkin in Phoenix and lured him to Sedona after his retirement, and that's why that building was built. And a couple other people came up to me to talk about the rabbi, and it's just too weird, so, talking about DNA and everything, it's a small world. It's a small world. And then one other quick story, my husband and I square dance, and we went to a square dance in Lake Havasu, and we walked in and we knew the square dance caller. He owns a business. Anyway, and I'm looking over and I see a lady over there, and I say, Gary, I know that lady. I'll have to go talk to her, because I didn't recognize, I couldn't put my name. Well, as soon as I saw her badge, I knew who it was. a lady who was from Spokane, from the congregation, knew my mother. I knew she knew my mother, and I was out of the house when they moved there, but her daughter had my mom for Sunday school. She's a square dancer, and her boyfriend's a square dancer. He recognized me, and he took square dance lessons with my brother in Spokane. So it's just too weird, you know, some of these things. So anyway, there's that Jewish connection, you know. So anyway, so I was excited about that, you know, to be at that Sedona synagogue and be there that Friday night. So that's all. Anybody else have anything to? I know you guys have been through heck and back with this weather. I can recognize that. We recognized it when we got home and could barely get into our garage. And my husband had to shovel out the driveway so his little car could even get out. How's your car been going? Doing okay, Gabby? Yes and no?
I didn't get to try it for a while.
You what?
Yeah, I just gave up driving for a while.
Oh, did you? Okay. And Dan's told me about his travails. His water's gonna just pool in the bottom of his. And how's your driving been?
So I don't drive, and I sort of rely on either my husband or my daughter, my 18-year-old. And you know, she has a sedan, and it's two-wheel drive. He's got the Durango and four-wheel,
Yeah.
and no problems. But and she's very anxious about.
So do you need a ride home tonight?
No, she's waiting in the
Oh.
parking lot because this is enough of a distance from my home that it didn't make sense for her to
Oh,
drive
okay.
back
Yeah.
and then 10 minutes later come back, you know.
Yeah.
So she decided to wait in the parking lot because she's like, I don't need that stress 4 times.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just,
yeah,
you know,
right,
so
yeah.
It's been stressful for her, and she got stuck in some slush the other day on her way to a yoga class, and so.
Oh, I know, I hear you, I hear you. Well, hey, we were worried about coming home, as well we should have been. So, anyway, well, we're at the Elenu, page 320. We'll rise. Elenu l'shapeh li'adon ha'kol, la'tekedu la li'otzei b'reishi, shelo sanu k'rei ha'rotzon, v'lo somanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo som helkenu kahem, v'goralenu k'chol hamonam. 320, did I tell you? V'anachnu korim, u'mishtachavim, u'modim, Livnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim v'yotzei oretz u'moshev yikarom b'shamayim ima'ah u'shchina tuso b'kavhei meromi hu Eloheinu einod emek malkeinu efesulato Kakatu b'torato v'datayam b'shavota alavavecha ki Adonai hu ha'Elohim b'shamayim ima'ah v'yahoretz mitachat einod. Kakatu b'toratech Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed v'nemar v'chayu Adonai l'melech al ha'aretz b'yom hahu yiyeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad U'shemo echad. May be seated. This is the time where we call our dead of blessed memory. We confront our loss with faith and praise God's name in public assembly, praying that all people throughout the world recognize his kingship soon. We don't have a minion, but we will remember people that have not, who are no longer with us. Hang on. In our year of mourning, we remember Sidney Lantor, Simon Mass, Jackie's father, Gertrude Glasson, Mel Firestone, Paula Garland, Mary Fisher, Hilda Roden, and Marvin Korn. In our yard site for Pico Day, we remember Marcus Scleroux, father of Debbie Berkowitz, Bernice Denoff, wife of Reuben Denoff, Betty Guggenheim, grandmother of Batya Regev, Ludwig Guggenheim, grandfather of Batya Regev, Maurice Mayo, Paul Gluckman, brother of Linda Preston, Samuel G. Holstenberg, father of Barbara Schneider. Next week for Parsha Vayikra, we'll remember Yaakov Polonetsky, father of Sam Regev, Edith Lance, mother of Paula Garland, and Yetta Barnett, mother of Marcy Belgard. Are there any other names to remember? Okay, we'll have a moment of silence to remember. Oh, well, let's remember the 23 people that have died in the hurricane or the tornado in Alabama. Before we go to 5:14, you can put your finger there. Let me just do the announcements. Normally I don't like to do them first, but so the only couple things that I know of to be talking about right now. Board meeting on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Next week is Girl Scout Shabbat. We're starting the service at 5:30 and potluck to follow. The first weekend in April, Rabbi Isaacson will be here. Again, we'll be on the 5:30 potluck schedule. Passover starts on Friday the 19th of April. There will be no Friday night services. There will be Saturday morning. And then there's a community Seder on the second night on the 20th. And if you need more information, you can ask me or call Leslie. It's in the... And then the following weekend, Rabbi Goldstein will be here, and it will be a different schedule. It will be a 5:30 service, but we will be providing the dinner because it's still Passover. So it'll come out of the kitchen. Okay, so... Purim, okay.
Wednesday, March 20th at 6:30.
Okay.
We got it. We worked about Jerry to put that in.
Oh, okay, yeah, Purim 6, that's just in a week and a half. So, okay, 5:14, Adon Olam. Adon Olam Asher Malach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra Li'ed Nasa B'hefzo Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nigra B'yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimloch Nora V'hu Haya V'hu Haveh V'hu Yiyeh B'tifara V'hu Echad V'yein Sheni Laham Shilo Lahabiro B'li Reishi B'li Tachlit V'lo Haoz V'ham Yisra V'hu Eli V'chai Goali V'tzur Chevli B'yet Sarah V'hu nisi umanos li manot kosi b'yom ekra b'yado av kidruhi b'edi shan v'ya'ira v'imruhi gaviati Adonai li v'lo ira. Shabbat shalom. We have a little kiddush downstairs?
Let's bless the wine anyway.
Okay.
The freezer.
That's fine. Good. We'll go down. Run down to the bathroom. Your daughter could come in, you know. You feel like it?
She's
Shy?
she's suffers from anxiety and just socially also.
Well, she could have just stayed in
anxious
the library. And
Yeah.
next time, if you come next week, I'll take you home, so she can go home. Because I
Oh,
really
okay.
live,
right
you know, yeah, right there. So
Okay.
let me just-
Yeah, that sounds great.
You gonna come down for just a little kiddish?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. But I hate to have her sitting out in the cold.
Oh, yeah, she's fine.
Dan, do you remember what Lindsay did for Girl Scout Shabbat last year?
I think she led.
Yeah.
Or maybe she and I led that time together, and then, I don't know if she knew what she was doing, but turned out
Yeah.
she's smart. She knows what she's doing.
She's smart.
She knows what she's doing, and she's led since then.
Yeah.